I bet you many of us think that being in alignment means having enough money, having the cars, having houses, being in a relationship, just the perfect little life that they show on these movies. But truly, that's not alignment. Alignment is your peace, okay? Alignment is things that you don't have to force. Alignment is not perfection. None of us are perfect. Only God is perfect. And today I realized I've been in alignment without even noticing. And here's how I know. I'm going to tell y'all. Of course, like I always say, you're going to see me looking down. I have notes in my computer because we're going to get straight to the point. But anyways, it needs to feel natural, not forced. When things feel natural for me, not forced, this is how I know I'm in alignment. Like, I'm not overthinking it or dragging myself through it. Like, I don't have to just be like, I need to go do it. Like, think about, a lot of people hate their jobs, right? Because most times it's because they're not in alignment. Like, you over there working at FedEx, but you really supposed to be an actor. You know what I mean? I know that's a little far-fetched, but for some people it's not. It's what they're supposed to do. And you're not going to feel in alignment with that. And don't get me wrong, although sometimes we are out of alignment, those experiences do teach us things that we need to have to go to our next dimension for the alignment. You know what I mean? But anyways, you feel energized after doing it. Like, my alarm, I'm sorry. Like for me, even just talking on this mic, although I don't have a big following on YouTube, I do feel good after I create content. Like even when I make content for my TikTok, I feel good making it. My biggest issue is it's not even finding the time. It's just like I'm just not consistent. And that's out of alignment. But I'm not consistent, but I really enjoy talking. I really enjoy helping people get over challenges that they might be having. I really enjoy sharing my experience. And it's not hard for me. I don't feel drained after talking. So yeah, I think that's a big thing. You shouldn't feel so depleted. Like think about these people that play basketball. They're not like, oh, this is my job. Well, some of them are, but some of them are like, I just love the game. Like I'm just enjoying it. It don't even feel like I'm going to work. You know how people say, basically, the job is, I don't know what they say. I forgot the saying, but anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Basically, the job shouldn't feel like a job. If the job don't feel like a job, you probably in alignment. Okay. That's going to be my thing. I think you in alignment. My job still feel like a job. I ain't gonna lie. But talking does not feel like I'm happy to do this. You have to, I wonder, what are you happy doing? What are you happy doing? What makes you excited? What makes you go like, okay, I can see myself doing this for a long time. Or, I should be doing this. I know I'm supposed to be doing this. What is actually stopping you from doing it? Is it like the financial aspect of it? Will it take you a long time to make money from it, to pay your bills? I mean, because that's why a lot of us are working at places we don't want to work, or doing things that we don't want to do. I love teaching though. I'm not gonna say I hate it. I love it, but I do know that there's more to my life, Also, I guess you feel like you're not really performing. You know what I mean? Because it's just something you do naturally. Think about something you do naturally. It's so many people that quit their jobs to start their businesses, maybe a car wash, maybe a service industry, maybe a mobile bartender or something like that. And it's just something they do naturally. Like that mobile bartender is probably good with people, love to talk, love to be creative, or maybe that wedding planner, or maybe that home interior designer. You know what I mean? Like, I think we're all supposed to be doing something creative, if you want me to be honest. I don't think we are made to just, I don't know, tape up boxes or something. I'm sorry, I don't mean that in a rude way, but I'm just saying that I think there's more to us as humans. I think that God put us here to do more. And I don't want us all to get stuck in like this. You know what I mean? And I understand everybody's situation is very unique. So, if you feel like your situation is very unique, I understand that. I do. Also, you feel peace even without full clarity. Like, I'm doing this YouTube. I don't know what's going to come of it. I don't know. But I feel good about it. I feel good about it. The only time I feel bad about YouTube or TikTok is when I don't do videos. I feel sad about it. I never even noticed that until I just said it right now. Oh my gosh. When I don't make content, I just scroll and look at other people's content. And I'll be sad. Like, I feel like, oh my God, I'm wasting myself. That's what I feel. But like when I do it, I feel so good. I feel a release. I feel relieved. I feel lighter. Y'all, look, not me figuring out my own life right now. But we need to pay attention to how we feel with things like this. You know, and we might not have it all figured out, truly. We don't. We're not going to have it all figured out. But sometimes it just takes us starting things, and just not feeling anxious all the time about it. Just relax and try it out and see where it goes. Even if you got to do it a little bit after you get off work, if you have the time, maybe try it for 2 hours and see how it go. See how you feel. See if it's something you look forward to. You know what I mean? And sometimes we get in our heads and we have all of this doubt, but we don't have doubt going to work, to these regular jobs. You know what I mean? And that take up all of our time, 40 hours a week. We can at least pour some hours into ourselves with what we actually want to do, because it can lead us to something amazing. It can lead us to something amazing. But anyways, I say trust your next step. Trust your next step. Pray to God about it. See what he says. Do a fast if you need to. If you feel like you're having a hard time hearing God's voice, read his word, worship him. And sometimes God will send people into your life to confirm, to give you that confirmation that you've been looking for. You know what I mean? So God's voice doesn't work in just one way. Like some people be like, he sound like, no. I don't know what that is. But listen, he can come to you in different ways. Allow that. Tell him and make it clear. You know what I mean? Be very specific with your prayers. But like I said, even if the bigger picture isn't clear, trust your next steps. Trust it. You feel more grounded in your solo choices. Like for me, staying abroad. This was the scariest decision I ever made in my entire life. But it was one of the best decisions I could have made for myself as far as growth. I knew I needed to grow. I just felt it. I felt like I was just wasting. Like I was getting too comfortable. Like I wasn't really living to my full potential. I don't even feel like I'm living to my full potential now, but I do feel like I'm a bit closer than I was when I was back home. And again, that's not to say that I'm not going back home at some point, but it is to say sometimes you gotta move around out of your comfort zone to see where it's really going to take you, and see what those solo choices really will do for your life, and just focus on yourself. You know what I mean? But anyways, I truly say this. I don't really know all the details for my life. You know how some people be like, oh, in 5 years, I'm going to do this. I'm like, God dang, I'm trying to get through next week. You talking about 5 years from now? I'm trying to get through right now. I'm not one of those people that have it all figured out. I have some things that I do know I want to do, but I don't have it all figured out. But I'm definitely not chasing the answers either. I think that being in alignment, being in constant prayer, talking to God, exposing yourself to new people, it will all work out. You know what I mean? It will all work out the way that it's supposed to work out for you. Like God already has this plan for us, right? So that's what I feel. Anyways, the third thing is you stop craving. I'm sorry I haven't been saying the numbers, but you stop craving what was hurting you. You're not checking, texting, clinging to people who made you feel unseen. You know what I mean? You still care, but you don't crave it. You know what I mean? And you feel drawn to your future, more drawn to your future than your past. A lot of us, we look back too much. We are looking back too much. And that is not even the best part of your life. That was a good part of your life, but it's not the best. What the Bible say? The best is yet to come. And we really got to believe that. But yeah, let's see what else. Oh, we got to believe that we will attract what's for us. We live in abundance, okay? Not scarcity, abundance. We will attract who is for us, what is for us, the career that's for us, the business that's for us, the money that's for us. We will attract that. That's why we have to get in alignment. What? We have to. So like when you have those new ideas, you got to start writing them down. And really looking at them and saying, you know what, is this one for me? Because we have so many ideas throughout the day. They be brilliant ideas. And sometimes we just brush them away like, oh, well, I ain't got this or I ain't got that. But you never know who God will put you in contact with to get that. You know what I mean? to align with you so that you can move forward with those ideas that you have you don't know. And before you even write it down, or before you even, yeah, it's painful for you to even think about it, because you're like, I can't do it. But don't discount yourself, and don't discount God. You don't know. You don't know. You ever hear, you hear all them people talking about their testimonies, these amazing stories. It doesn't stop at them. It can come to you too. But anyways, I feel like I'm in alignment because I'm really seeing like consistency with my workout routine. I always start a good workout routine, then I stop. But to lose this much weight, I really like my size right now. I want to get smaller, a little bit smaller, but I'm really happy with what I've done. I'm really happy with how I'm healing. Healing is not fun though. People forget that, like, healing is not fun. It does not feel good. Like, and God will give you another test to see how you, to show you that you need to heal in different areas. I've definitely been going through different tests, and I'm just like, God dang. But again, it's just putting me closer and closer. It's getting me closer and closer to the alignment that I need, right? You get a lot of clarity. I feel like that puts you in alignment, having clarity. You get more honest with yourself. You're not really faking for people anymore, performing for people. You're not trying to be a people pleaser. At the end of the day, you're trying to please yourself. All that energy we put into other people is taking us out of alignment. We need to put energy into ourselves, honestly. This is the biggest prize that we have. This is our prized possession. This is the best thing we have, is ourself. You go and you show up and you in alignment, you good. You know, you're going to attract who's supposed to be there. But anyways, y'all, I firmly believe that even when I'm healing, quiet, or still trying to figure it out, that I can still be in alignment. So like I said, if something makes you feel lighter, even if you're still uncertain, you can still be headed towards alignment, or you can be in alignment. So I think we got to take our hands off of the wheel sometimes and let life do what it's going to do, you know, and we try to do what we can do on our end, and let it all meet halfway, and we get there 100%. You know what I mean? But anyways, y'all, I got to go. See y'all later.